Today, my driving question is how police affect the way people of color act towards them. The relationship between law enforcement and the black community is complex and multi-faced. To understand why some interactions may appear aggressive, it's essential to consider historical context, systematic issues, and the impact of trauma. May 25th, 2020, George Floyd was detained for falsely having a counterfeit bill. George Floyd was detained for a counterfeit bill, a falsely accused counterfeit. When he was detained by the police, he was put on the ground, handcuffed behind his back, with the policeman putting his knee into his neck for more than over 9 minutes. While George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe, the police still did not let up and did not get up. In 2015, Freddie Gray, a 25-year-old African American, died from spinal cord injuries after being arrested by the Baltimore Police Department. He was arrested for allegedly carrying a knife and placed in a police van, where he suffered the fatal injuries. The incident sparked widespread protests and riots in Baltimore, with residents expressing anger and distrust at police. Manuel Elias was a 33-year-old musician and father of two in Tacoma, Washington. Manuel was walking home from a church performance on March 3, 2020. He was involved in a confrontation with 4 police officers. Officers struck Manuel and held him to the ground despite his repeated shouting of, I can't breathe. Manuel lost consciousness and was declared dead after 30 minutes of attempted rescue. Eyewitnesses video of the incident showed Manuel on the ground being struck repeatedly by officers as witnesses shouted at them to stop. Manuel shrieked, I can't breathe, as officers subdued him, according to the doorbell camera footage of the arrest. Officers appeared to tell him to shut the effort up in response. Medical examiner ruled his death a homicide and concluding the cause of death was hypothermia due to physical restraint. However, police officers tried suggesting that Manuel succumbed to excited delirium, EXD, which is an increasingly common explanation to justify police violence. Manuel's death stands out in a long list of deaths of black men and boys, making death gurgles of I can't breathe through chokeholds or other deadly statements. This situation largely resembled George Floyd. So, historically, black people in the United States have faced systematic racism, including discriminatory policing practices and housing segregation and economic disparities. These experiences have contributed to mistrust and tension between the law enforcement and the black community. When individuals feel marginalized, oppressed, or threatened, they may respond with frustration, anger, or defensiveness. This emotional response can be intensified by the power dynamic at play during police interactions. It is also important to recognize that police brutality and racial profiling have disproportionately affected black people, leading to a deep-seated mistrust of law enforcement. This mistrust can manifest in various ways, including heightened emotions during interactions. To better understand these dynamics, it's crucial to listen to the experience and the perspectives of black individuals and communities. By doing so, we can work towards building trust, promoting empathy, and fostering more positive relationships between law enforcement and the communities they serve. Now, with all the examples I included in my report, it may seem that police are sometimes just aggressive, but that's not always the case. But sometimes you guys have to feel where people of color are coming from, because we don't know, with so many incidents of police brutality going around on people of color, we don't know if this police officer is friendly or is going to try to kill me. But how do you feel about this? Feel free to voice your opinions and questions.